Okay, so this is the CR8 sample player from Waves. It's a plugin, a VST plugin. I've only been playing with it for about 5 minutes. It's really quite simple, although I don't know all the features on it, but I just thought I'd give you a kind of out-of-the-box experience here just to show you what it's like, perhaps a bit of how simple it is and what it does. So yeah, it's a sample player, and it comes with this handy little kind of file explorer here that they call Cosmos. You can get 3 different views here. This is your kind of thumbnail view of your samples. It comes with a bunch of free samples. This is, I guess, a list format that gives different kind of other bits and bobs, additional information. And this one here, which is what they base their kind of title, Cosmos Explorer title on, which is this kind of universe look and feel, which is quite nice. And what this does, it lays all your samples out in a kind of universe, cosmos type thing, and positions them next to other similarly sounding samples. Not exactly the same, and sometimes they can be quite different, but they've got, you can say that one's close to them, got similar characteristics is probably the best way of explaining it. So let's just click on this one. Okay, there we go. Let's come down here. So you can see that all of these ones are probably going to be hi-hat, cymbals, percussion. Yeah. There we go. Let's explore over here. I don't know what any of these are, by the way. Okay, these sound like kind of sub-basses. There we go. And what's quite nice about that is you get that kind of serendipity type discovering thing, you know. What I have discovered, these are the samples that came with it, but you can add your own sample folders, and the algorithm will search those and put them on the screen and you know, search them similarly. So if you find a sample you like, let's take that one, nice big bassy sound. Here it is. Here you just drag it over to your window. There we go. And I'm just going to press my keyboard. There we go, simple as that. One great thing about it is you can really quickly layer samples. So using this button here, I can add another sample. Okay, I'm not even going to bother checking what some of the, well, right. Okay, let's just take that one, let's drag it over here. So now we should have the 2 samples layered. There we go. You can do various things with them. You've got unison. Don't know what some of these do, by the way. You've got a gain, so you can gain your sample. You can come over to that sample there. You can decide when it starts, when the sample starts playing, when it stops playing. Again, I don't know all the features here, so you're going to have to give me on this one. I think this might be some kind of snapping tool. Maybe it snaps to where it crosses at 0. You can tune it. There we go. Let's just put it back to normal. What's that? Looping. Obvious. You've got a filter here. Let's put it on loop again. You can change the attack. Yeah, you change the attack, decay, sustain, release. Like I say, I don't know all of these things. This is just a quick tour. The other thing I've discovered is you can you've got this button here, which you can decide where your samples are laid out across a piano. So at the minute it stretches from, you know, your C, well, minus C2 up to G8, but you can define where you want those samples just to be played from. So let's go here. So there you go, I'm playing there, and if I just go a bit higher up the register, there we go, they stop playing there, and if I keep going higher again, that's the other sample playing there. So but really simple to use. Oh, I forgot to mention how much this was, by the way. I paid £10 for it. You know, I think in the US it's $9.99, which is just amazing value. I do have other sample players that do different functionalities and you know, probably have very, better or worse features, depending on what you want. But what this is great for is kind of quite an immediacy type thing, and I do like the Cosmos search functionality. That's great. You can put in a search here. You can search by, you can add filters here. So if you're looking for something that's acoustic, dry, percussive, there you go. Let's just try one of these. So this hopefully should be acoustic and dry and percussive, and it is. Great. Quite nicely done it. That must all be done via an algorithm, I think. What you've got here, I think you can come in and you can edit you can fine tune each of your samples here, adding pan and volume and whatnot. Ooh, this isn't all the features by any means. You've got some modulation going on down here that you can change. Let's type. There we go. That's attack, decay, sustain, release. I'm not going to go into all of these. Probably. I don't know what some of these are actually. Sequencer. I don't know if there is a sequencer. I haven't discovered how to use a sequencer yet, or how that works, but I'll probably come back with a different tutorial. Okay, let's hide that window. So far, I'm really pleased with it. Not just because of the price, because it's quite a nice creative tool. Gives me access to my samples. I'm certainly going to be adding my folders and put this in here. And I don't know what these do. These, you've got different functionality going on here. That one unison. Well, I'll tell you what I did discover. I think we've got kind of an envelope shaper here. I can't quite remember how that works. Something to do with the envelope shaper. Anyway, I'm going to leave that for fear of embarrassing myself, and I don't quite know what I'm doing, and I'll come back to that another time, I think. So there we go. I couldn't recommend it highly enough to add to your arsenal of sample players. I do also have Contact, by Native Instruments, which is a fantastic sample player, and lets you do all kinds of stuff in there. But this is certainly an addition well worth having.